Imagine being an unnoticed worker, invisible in the halls of power, until one moment thrusts you into a position to save not just someone's career, but their very soul. This is the story of Maria, an immigrant cleaner, who found herself at the heart of a political scandal that could have destroyed everything. But what would you do if the truth was in your hands? Would you risk it all to protect someone who might not even know you exist? Maria Alvarez had always been a shadow in the grand halls of Capitol Hill. Each evening, armed with her mop and cleaning supplies, she stepped into the silent offices of the nation's leaders. For Maria, this job was more than just a paycheck. It was her lifeline. She'd come to the US with nothing but dreams for a better future for her daughter, Sophia. "They don't see you," her friend Rosa often said, "but maybe that's a good thing. Invisible people don't attract trouble." Maria believed it too, until one night she stumbled upon something that changed everything. One Tuesday evening, while cleaning Senator Thomas Whitmore's office, Maria noticed an envelope left open on his desk. The words blackmail and bribe caught her eye. Her heart raced as she scanned the letter, realizing someone was threatening to expose a fabricated scandal about the senator unless he paid a hefty sum. "Should I pretend I didn't see this?" Maria thought. But deep down, she knew she couldn't ignore it. Whitmore had a reputation as a fair and just leader, one of the few politicians Maria admired. But here's the question. What would you have done? Would you walk away or risk everything to help someone who might not even notice you exist? Maria's first instinct was to put the letter back and leave. But as days passed, she couldn't shake the feeling that the senator was in grave danger. She decided to keep an eye out while cleaning his office. Sure enough, a few nights later, she found another letter from the same anonymous blackmailer, escalating the threats. Maria realized she couldn't stay silent. She confided in Rosa, who immediately panicked. "Maria, this isn't your fight. Let it go. What can you even do?" But Maria couldn't let it go. She knew what it was like to feel powerless and afraid. If she could stop someone from ruining an innocent man's life, she had to try. Maria decided to leave an anonymous note for the senator, warning him about the letters and suggesting he should involve the authorities. She slipped the note into his desk drawer during her shift, her heart pounding. But days later, she overheard Whitmore on the phone, dismissing the warnings as a prank. What more can I do? Maria wondered. That's when she realized she needed proof. What would you do if you were in Maria's shoes? Would you risk digging deeper or leave it to fate? Maria's determination led her to investigate further. While cleaning late one night, she found a crumpled draft of the blackmailer's letter in the trash. It had smudged fingerprints on it. She carefully placed it in a plastic bag and decided to reach out to someone who could help. Detective James Carter, a police officer she'd once met at a community event. Maria handed over the evidence to Carter, explaining the situation. Initially skeptical, the detective agreed to look into it. Weeks later, he uncovered a shocking twist. The blackmailer was one of Whitmore's closest aides, someone he trusted implicitly. The aide had fabricated the scandal to extort money from the senator while ensuring his downfall. As the investigation progressed, the blackmailer realized someone was onto them. One night, Maria's car was vandalized, and she received an anonymous threat. "Stay out of this, or you'll regret it." What would you do now if you were Maria? Would you back down or push forward, knowing the danger ahead? Terrified but resolute, Maria pressed on. With Detective Carter's guidance, she agreed to act as bait, delivering a fake payment to the blackmailer, while the authorities set up a sting operation. On the night of the operation, Maria's hands shook as she handed over an envelope filled with counterfeit bills. The blackmailer arrived confident and smug. But before they could leave, law enforcement officers swarmed the area, catching them red-handed. The aide's betrayal was exposed, and the fabricated scandal unraveled. Whitmore was stunned when he learned the truth. At first, He couldn't believe that Maria, his quiet, hard-working cleaner, had gone to such lengths to protect him. He personally thanked her, promising to support her in any way he could. But what about Maria? Was her bravery worth the risk? In the end, Maria's courage didn't just save the senator's career, it inspired him to fight harder for policies that protected working-class immigrants like her. Maria's actions also earned her newfound respect and a better job at the senator's office. As Maria walked the halls of Capitol Hill, this time not as a cleaner but as a valued employee, she couldn't help but smile. She'd proven that even the invisible could make a difference. Maria's story reminds us that courage and integrity can change the course of lives. What would you have done in her place? Let us know in the comments. And if you're inspired by stories of everyday heroes, hit that subscribe button for more.